Hi everyone, it's Nancy. I'm back with part 2 of my vintage sheet music journals. So this time we're making one with the Spanish, it's called The Lady in Red. The show is called Caliente, and we had this beautiful lady in red and the mariachis and muchacha, different musics, and it's like, so naturally with that I wanted to do a Hispanic theme, and when I think of that right away, my favorite is Frida Kahlo. I love her. What a tragic story her life is, but boy did she create some beautiful art. In case you don't know of her or know anything about her, I would strongly recommend you look her up and read about her. She is an inspiration of mine in my art, and I was able to see an exhibit of hers here when it came to Illinois a couple years ago, and it was breathtaking. I have such good memories and vivid pictures, and I mean, I have pictures that I've taken and things. So anyway, I thought of that right away. And so look at my closure, and it's like almost like a rainbowy type cord, and I just had it, and I just folded it in half, put a little loop here, tied little knots on the end, and so all you have to do is, it doesn't need to be like secure, but see what a cute closure is that, right? And so, okay, I showed you how to prepare the cover, so I want to show you what else I did in here. So I did prepare a signature. I told you about 10 sheets or 10 pieces, pages to put in there. You don't want it too thick, but this is a nice chunky little journal. I have to tell you, I enjoyed making this so much. So I will list all of the digitals or anything that I use down below, but I wanted to show you, I do have this digital. It's called Viva la Frido from Tu Casa de Papal Etsy shop, but I'll link it below. So when you open it, I don't want to cover up the integrity of the music paper here, so I want you to see that as much as possible. And then I did put in, use the digital, and so we're going to just kind of finish decorating the pages up a little. And this is like a Mexican blanket, picture of a Mexican blanket. So I wanted to put this pink butterfly up here. Like I said, it's not super decorated, but it's decorated enough for sure. But there's so much more room to, add things that you want to add. And really, I don't want it to be a total decorated journal. I want it to be where you can add your own things, be it just words, thoughts, whatever, or take it on a trip, or, I didn't want to fill it too much. So, but I sure enjoyed making this one. It's very pretty. So, okay, so we have journaling here to do, and you can even decorate that page if you wanted to. And then, I always use my trusty doilies digitals here, the vintage lace digitals. I'll link that below. And then I did incorporate a greeting card. Now, I didn't have an old greeting card, but you know what I did? I went to the Dollar Tree. I looked at the Hispanic cards, and of course they have a lot of Mother's Day cards out right now. So I altered this card. It was a Mother's Day card for grandmother, abuela. So I just wanted to show you, and it was like a trifold card, and it was really big. So I had to figure out how to cut it, but keep it, where I liked it. So I had to finagle it, but I think I did good. So, you can journal here and fold that over, and then you have journaling here. And then here's some of my paper I bought. This is hand-dyed lace paper from InkedPaperArts. And then I have this little image of cactus. I got this off of Graphics Fairy. So let me get some glue on here, and we're going to just put it on that page. I have my glue book right next to me here, so I'm just putting some glue stick on. I already pre-cut this out, so like I always tell you, if you don't have certain images, usually you'll have luck finding something to use on thegraphicsfairy.com. And I'm going to put it right here actually. And sometimes that's all you need is just a little something, you know. So there we go, just a little something to decorate that page for journaling. Okay, and then we have this. Now this, if you remember in my previous journals, this is a tablecloth I have that a friend of mine brought me back from Mexico. So I just folded it up and took a photocopy of it in my printer. I laid it on top and copied it. So think about linens and napkins and things that you have in your home that you could make a copy of and make your own type of digital, right? So then I have this page here. It folds out and has some meanings here. It's a beautiful digital. This young lady that has the shop, she has beautiful digital kits. So I'll have to link her shop and you'll have to see. So now here's a little ad here. And oh, this is the envelope that came with the card. So I wanted to incorporate that. So I'm going to make this a pocket actually. And I have a tag already made for it. So let me glue this on here. Yeah, Frida Kahlo and her husband, I mean, it's a story. If you don't know it, there's a movie out about, I think Selma Hayek might have played her. I'm not sure, but she had a very short life, but it was a tumultuous life for sure. So anyway, beautiful art though. Beautiful art. Okay. All right. And so the tag I made to go in this is this one here. And I used a quote. I wrote a quote. And I just made it real artsy here. I cut out Frida, backed her with black here. And one of her sayings is, "I am my own muse." So I really enjoyed that. And then you can journal on the back. So let's put that in here. Usually let that dry. I should let it dry, but I want you to see what it looks like in here, okay? And you can have it sticking up like that. Real simple, but it's very artsy. Okay, so there. Now on the back of this, oops, I got a little stick here. I'll have to fix that. Okay, little glue stuck out of here. Let me get that out. Little piece of paper there. I'll fix that in a minute here. So anyway, on the other side, I glued a piece of this, you know, I don't know what you call it, just this piece of hand embroidered or machine embroidered with gems and rhinestones and sequins. So I thought that was like just a little pretty piece of artwork there. And then you have journaling here and journaling here. And the state flower of Mexico is the dahlia. So I'm still learning. I'm in the beginner stages of watercolor, learning watercolor. So I did paint freehand the dahlias here on the watercolor paper. If you remember in the sunflower journal, I did a sunflower. So I painted the dahlia here on watercolor. So what we're going to do, like I did on the other, I took some of the strip of this hand-dyed lace and I wanted to put this on here. So I am going to, how am I going to put this on? I think I'm going to do it this way. So let me get some glue on here. And it just jazzes up the page. And it'll be on the other side too. So it's kind of nice. Okay. So let me work on this here so I get it even. Put that on there. sure I have that on even here. I can always trim off a little on the bottom. Okay, like that. And then I can trim off the bottom. It's a little long, but that's fine. I can trim that off. So yeah, I'm really enjoying my watercolor. It's so much fun. It's just, I love doing flowers. That would be all I ever want to do is flowers. I think it's the most beautiful thing in the world are flowers. So I am learning, it's going to take time. Like anything, the more you practice, the better you're going to get at it, right? But not bad for a first time. And then I just threw some watercolor wash here for journaling. And this is part of that card. So I thought I would just glue this on over here, just because I don't want to waste any of it, right? So I'll do it that way. It's double-sided, so I didn't want to waste any bit of that card. So like I said, go to the Dollar Tree or whatever kind of store you have and look at the cards, because I was able to pick up a few that I thought would work in the journal. So they don't have to be vintage cards, There are some beautiful ones out there that you can use. Okay, so then we have more of this, a lot of journaling here. I flip that in. Here's the middle, because this page here just lends itself to be in the middle of the signature. And then on the ties for this one, I punched out and made a blue dahlia and a pretty butterfly. So I thought that was real pretty here. So that's your middle of the signature. Okay, and then we flip this over here, more journaling, and then we're going to put on the other piece of, and on this side we're going to make I did a yellow wash here, but we're going to make a pocket, and I have a tag for that. So let me get this on here. I hope you'll try one of these. If you have some music sheet, just look, next time you go to an antique store, or I don't know, you probably could look on eBay too and look for something. I would imagine it's out there, so don't hesitate to look for some. And it's very inexpensive. I don't reckon that you would find this expensive, these papers. So just looking to make sure I have it even. Okay, and then I'll trim off the bottom a little. Let me just get this stuck on. It's very pretty paper. Okay, let me trim the little edge off here. Okay. All right, and then let me just rub that on there. Okay, so then on this side, I did a yellow watercolor wash. I have this pretty ad here, and then I'm going to turn this into a pocket, a small one, but it's still going to be a pocket. So let me get some glue on the very edge here. And I did make a tag for here as well. Get that on here. Okay, and then the tag I made for here is a tall tag, and another quote, "I paint flowers so they will not die." And I love that, and that's why I paint flowers. So real simple, but just, pretty flowers, stitched flowers in the back, and a quote from Frida. I think you don't need anything else but that. All right, and so we have that. Okay, dahlias, okay. The middle, pretty little dangles here. All right, and then more writing space. You can flip this out, write some more. Now here's the other part of that card. So you remember I told you it was a trifold. It was huge, the card. So I cut it up in pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it on the other side of the envelope. I'm going to glue along the bottom and side so you could use it as a tuck. And see, there's the words. It's impossible to imagine our family without you. And it was to a grandmother. So very pretty. Very beautiful card. The dollar store, Dollar Tree, has beautiful cards. And they're 2 for $1. So, and they're a Hallmark card. It's a Hallmark card. So definitely go there. Especially around holidays, they have the great pick of cards for holidays too. But Mother's Day right now, they have beautiful cards. So if you get a chance and you have one near you that you can go to, take a look. So here's a tuck. Now here's a tuck. I got to glue this down, but like I said, you could use it as a tuck. So there's the other part. I did not waste any of the card, any of it. The only part I cut away was the little part on top of the flowers that said abuela, grandmother. So that's a tuck there. And then on the other side of this, I glued another piece of beautiful stitchery here. And we have this side. And here's the other part of the tablecloth that I made a copy of my tablecloth from Mexico. And then you have more writing here. Here's another piece of the red paper. Now here's the other part of the card, and there was a little greeting under here, so I just put some little basket weave paper there so you can just write over that. And then the back of the card, I flipped this over because I didn't want it to extend. I covered the back of the card where it says all the, the Hallmark and all the price and all that. I covered that with basket weave paper. I glued it on the top and bottom, made it a tuck. So I am going to add this vintage postcard from Mexico, dated 1944. It's a real vintage postcard. So just a note to say, we wish you were all here with us tonight. Love, Lois and Ralph. And it came from Oxford, Wisconsin. So, and it's a beautiful vintage postcard, 1944. So I'm going to tuck that in here. And I just want to let you know this journal here, and I might have another one, will be in my Etsy shop when this video airs. So just wanted to let you know that I do have an Etsy shop. I will list the link below, and check out my Etsy shop. I have some beautiful journals there. And then I wanted to put a pretty pink butterfly because this trim is so beautiful here, more journaling. So what I wanted to do is just glue this on here, and you could flip it. So I'm just going to put some glue along part of the butterfly. We'll do a quick flip through one more time just to see what I added, okay? So let me get this on here. I want to make sure it doesn't extend into the crease there. Let's see how that goes. And then you could just flip it over and write on the paper. Okay, and then this is the back. Here is the pocket here. And I made a tag on a manila folder to write on. Real simple, but doesn't need much more than that. And I'm going to tuck this tag back in here, the pocket here. Let's see, was there something else I wanted to add? I don't think so. I think I have everything I wanted to add in here for now. Okay, so let's go back to the front. Okay, so here's the front, Lady in Red. Music from the show Caliente. Turn it over. It's got the beautiful image and the mariachi bands. Okay, so am I in frame here? Okay, so we open it up. Here's the beautiful music here. And then starts the journal. Frida. Lots of journaling space in here and still room to do your own thing. Flip out, you can journal along the bottom, along here. Beautiful dyed paper, more journaling. Copy of the tablecloth, you can journal on that. Here's the digital. And then I made the pocket here with the card, journal card. You can journal on the back of that. And piece of beautiful stitchery, journaling. My watercolor, I signed it. Dahlia, State Flower of Mexico. Lots of journaling, which I love. Lots of journaling space in here. Here's the center of the journal. We have a pretty blue dahlia and a butterfly here. Okay. Another tag. I paint flowers so they will not die. One of her quotes. More journaling. A tuck spot here. I can even put something in there like that. I can put a little tag there. Okay. And then more art stitchery here. Tablecloth. More writing space. Writing space on the card there. A tuck. And I have this vintage 1944 postcard in the pocket. And then beautiful butterfly that highlights this trim. Writing space. In the back of the journal, the music sheet, and then a nice big journal card to write on. So that's it. It's very easy to put together. I have this cute closure that I just thought it was just perfect for this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, it will be listed in my Etsy shop. I think I might list another one soon. I'll be making these. I have a nice handful of music sheets, so I will be making these and putting them in my shop as I go along here. I will link everything down below that I used as far as digital kits, and I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments, and thank you for being with me here today, and have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.